Wait. The recording will start. I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, start.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So as we have seen, as we all have discussed just now in the picture, that all the students are engaged. Okay. So every student is doing performing some different role, and students are working on some problem. Some students are thinking of or giving some idea, they are working on it, and they are coming to a solution. So what is project based learning? The project based learning is a teaching method in which students gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended period of time to investigate and respond to an authentic, engaging, and complex question, problem, or challenge. Now, as in the previous slide also we discussed, here student work for a longer period of time. It's not just for 1 or 2 days. The students may work for a week, or maybe for 6 months also students may extend the project, because students analyze the problem, they think critically on it, and they try to gather the data, they try to get the data, and on they analyze the data, and on basis of that all evidences, discussion, and all, after that they come to a solution. And at the end, the solution, the strategies, the product which they come up with, they present in front of the real audience. And another important thing here, when in project based learning, students are solving real world challenges or real world problems. So when they are solving this real world problem, so they also develop other skills like critical thinking, collaboration, analysis, creativity, they think creatively, and communication skills. So now let's see some elements of the project based learning, or for a designing a project. So a challenging problem or a question means एक चुनौती पूर्ण समस्या या प्रश्न. Uh, During the project based learning, we give a real world problem, a real problem in front of the students. So when we will be discussing towards the end, we will be also discussing some examples. So that time we will again you will come to know how the real based problems can be given to the students. So we have to give a problem on which students can work. When students are working on the problem, students undergoes a lot of inquiry. They inquire, they ask questions. Students ask questions to themselves. Students ask questions to their peers, to their group members. Students ask questions to their teachers. So as last time Shaila ma'am's group presented on inquiry based model, so that inquiry based model is also becoming a part of this project based learning. Along with that, students are solving problems, so problem solving is also becoming a part of the project based learning. So the students ask question in order to collect data, find resources, and applying the information. Then authenticity, satyata. The students are doing work that is real to them. Students are solving a real based problem. It is authentic to their lives, and their work has a direct impact on or use in the real world. So whatever findings they are coming up, they are applying it to the real situation. That's why there is authenticity is there in project based learning. Then students' voice and choice. Students select their own methodology, their own planning. They plan by their own. They make their own decisions. So they have their own choice, as well as students have liberty to express their self. Yeah, project based learning के time students को ये छूट होती है कि स्टूडेंट्स खुद को एक्सप्रेस कर सके, खुद की ओपिनियन एक्सप्रेस कर सके, उसके साथ वो खुद की चॉइसेस करते हैं कि हमें कौन सी मेथड यूज करनी चाहिए. किसी का इंटरव्यू लेना चाहिए, या कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट कंडक्ट करना चाहिए, कोई सर्वे करना चाहिए. तो ये सारी चीजें डिस्कशन के थ्रू स्टूडेंट खुद डिसाइड करते हैं कि हमें कौन सी मेथड लेनी चाहिए. Reflection. So when we talk about reflection, it's not only about students. Reflection, pratibimb. The students as well as teachers, both are reflecting. What are they reflecting? They are reflecting on the process of learning. They reflect whether they are going on the correct path, whatever objectives are there for their project. Are they achieving or no? So if many times they come across many obstacles, so how to come up with that obstacle? So the reflection for student as well as for teacher. So both are reflecting the whole process, and the reflection is not happening towards only towards the end. The reflection at the every stage of the project based learning, or in the project. Critic and revision, आलोचना तथा संशोधन. Throughout the project, students keep on getting feedback from their teacher, feedback from some professional, feedbacks from their colleagues, feedbacks from their peers. So as and when they get feedback, they keep on reworking, they keep on revising their work. So when they are doing so, so they develop that skills to accept the criticism, as well as they also develop the skills of listening to others. Public product, sarvajanik utpad. So when we are saying product here, the product doesn't mean it will be always in the form of any object or something. It's the product, it may be in the form of a strategy, a solution, or maybe in the form of an application, computer application or mobile application, maybe in the form of a model. Okay, whatever the outcome the students are bringing through their work, so that student present in front of the people. Now when we say in front of the audience, so audience could be it could be their parents, it could be some professional people. In front of them, they get chance to showcase their product. It could be some public, or in front of public, maybe they can go out, they can make a program. In that program, they can present their product. So this again becomes an element. And the last one, the new style of assessment. When we say new style of assessment of student skill, so when we are doing this project based learning, so this project based learning is not just an activity कि हम लोगों ने ये activity students को दिया और students ने ये activity complete कर लिया. It's not only that. So it's a way through which a teacher can assess the students. So teacher can assess the student throughout the process from the beginning, whether they start with the project, their involvement, whether they are how they are working, how they are collecting the data, how they are collaborating. So all these things, their skills, knowledge, everything can be assessed through project-based learning. Okay. So these are these few elements which we need to consider when we are planning for a project-based learning or a project. So now let's see what is the role of a teacher in project-based learning. Now I'll request Shabnam ma'am to take ahead. Yes, Shabnam ma'am, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dhanashree ma'am. Namaste everyone, this is Shabnam Sheikh. As Dhanashree ma'am explained you very well, what are the elements of project-based learning. Now, here comes the role of a teacher. Now, what is the role of a teacher in project-based learning? Now, she is not going to give the topic and sit back and relax. She is going to work before the project, before giving the project. She needs to work upon the topic. She needs to give the situation to the students. Then during the project, she will provide help to the students wherever they are stuck or wherever they are going wrong in any kind of means if they are not going in a practical way, and if they are moving away from their topic, and then the teacher needs to assist them. Then the post project means after the project, the teacher needs to give her reflections and everything. So let's see what all things are there in this. Next, the pre-project stage, as here it is said, teacher plays the role of a knower, helps students select a topic. Like for a senior KG, we have a plan for an example, right? The students have given a picture wherein the fishes are dying, eating plastics from the sea. So that is a situation given to the students, and that is the project given to the students wherein they can work upon making the banning the plastic bags and making the use of paper bags and all these things. So like the situations are given, then sometimes the questions are given, and everything is guided by the teacher before giving the project, the topic. Next is during the project. So during the project, teacher plays the role of a consultant and a facilitator or a co-learner. The teacher itself does not have all the knowledge. We can't say that, right? So a teacher is also learning with the students. When the students are working upon the project, the teachers also may come to know many good means many new things which are going on in the world. So teacher is also a learner with the projects which the students are doing. Then she can intervene if students' direction not practical, as I said before. Offer suggestions to solve problems. Now she can give suggestions to the students. She cannot just let the students work on the project all alone. Now uh, next is post project. Now post project, this is the third role of a teacher, wherein the teacher play the role of a commentator and an appraiser. Now, debriefing upon the project, like center on what students learned during the project. She will focus on what they have learned. She will ask certain questions, then the students will answer that, ma'am, we have learned this, ma'am, we have learned that. Share the reflection. She would share her reflections over the project. Then provide a balanced picture of strengths and weaknesses. So what are the strengths the students worked upon? Then what were the weaknesses they were lacking in it? Offer suggestions for improvement. Then she would offer some suggestions for the improvement of this kind of a project on which the students are worked upon. So there is always a room for improvement for everything and ever, right? Next, questions to ask before starting a class project. So what questions a teacher needs to ask? What do you want your students to learn in alignment with curriculum standards? So whatever projects you're giving, it should not be, very much away from the curriculum which the students are learning. So it should be in alignment with this curriculum. What project will accomplish this goal? So what project will accomplish the goal of the curriculum and everything, which will be integrated for all the subjects and everything. And 21st century skills. So 21st century skills, as you can see, the 21st century skills are like problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration. So all these skills fall under 21st century skills. So these 21st century skills are nothing but should be integrated in the project. These skills should be developed. Now, as you know, that we are going to give examples, as Dhanashree ma'am said before, that there are certain examples as per the grade levels. So here is an example which is given for the project which is the students have worked upon the project in senior KG. So this is going to be explained by our teacher, one of our students who, okay, Sharon ma'am is going to explain this project of senior KG, which was given to the students. So Sharon is a student, senior KG student. She is going to explain that how the teacher has helped them to select the topic, how the teacher has helped them in all the project activities. Over to you, Sharon ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste, I am a senior KG student. Today, my teacher showed a video in the class where we saw that fishes and animals eat plastic, which we throw in garbage and then they die. Teacher asked us, can we stop using plastic? For which we said yes. Then our teacher gave an interesting task. Firstly, the teacher asked us to observe and record how many plastic bags do we use at home. We collected the data for 2 long months. Then our teacher divided us in several groups. One group was asked to design and make cloth bags using our old clothes. Teacher also taught us hand stitching. One group was asked to make paper bags. Our craft sir taught them paper folding and sticking. Another group was asked to make posters on banned plastic bags. And our last group prepared a drama to show how plastic is harmful for animals. All the groups presented their work on the day of school exhibition. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, you are on mute. Dhanashree, ma'am.
So yes, Sharon. So did you enjoy the project?
Yes, ma'am, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us the project. We enjoyed the teamwork. We enjoyed everything.
Okay, yes. Now here I would like to ask the audience that what do you think when Sharon and her classmates were doing this project? So which all different subjects were integrated during this project? Yes, you all can unmute and can tell.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, yes, Vandana.
Yeah, maths for data collection and
Yes.
art and craft. We can see uh, best out of waste the way we say we do this activity, and the drama in the form of with some message language we can understand. So three subjects at
Yes.
least I can see, ma'am, here, and definitely science,
Yes.
science behind how to save your environment. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to add anything here? Okay, which skills do you think this project must have developed in the students when the students were performing this project?
Teamwork was involved.
Yes, there was a teamwork. Yes, what else?
Like sir has said, research and inquiry.
Is research and inquiry. So yes, so students were collecting data. Students were when they were making paper bags and all. They must be asking questions to their teachers. The teacher must have explained them uh, why are they making this and all. Yes.
Smita ma'am said collaboration.
Yes, collaboration. Students are working together in groups and they are working towards the single goal. So yes, of course,
Principal
collaboration.
Principal ma'am wrote environmental sensitivity.
Yes, absolutely. They are developing environmental sensitivity, and we can also see here the teacher has shown them a video where the students have seen that when the animals and fishes they eat the plastic bags and they are dying. So here the teacher has given them the real world problem. The problem is created in front of the students, and students were made to sensitize that problem and to understand the problem, and then after that students have started working on this. Of course, these are the senior kg students, so lot many things will not be done by student by their own. Of course, lot of teachers guidance is required during this project. Yes, thank you very much everyone. Now let's move to the next level, the next project. Yes, Shabnam ma'am.
So our next project is for a little higher grade, that is grade 4. So here the example given is students learn about, can you show the slide? Yes, slide 1. So students learn about health and nutrition by creating a new restaurant that offers healthy foods. So here we have a student to explain us this grade 4 what the project was given to her and how it was acted upon. The whole thing will be explained by the student. So over to you, Dhanashree ma'am. You can
We have Purva with us. So yes, little Purva, would you like to explain?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, namaste. How are you, ma'am?
Namaste. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also good. Thank you, ma'am.
So
And,
would you like
ma'am,
to explain?
yes, I'm very excited about it. You know that we will study about all the nutrients needed for healthy life, and our teacher is going to arrange a guest session by a dietitian. Oh wow, I'm very excited to meet a dietitian. And our teacher is also going to take us to a visit to a restaurant to see how the restaurant works. And you know, one more thing, that we will make a menu card and we will learn how to design a pamphlet for our restaurant. And our senior ICT students will be guiding us to design a pamphlet. Oh, I like drawing very much. And on the day of our school exhibition, we are going to run our restaurant. I'm very happy. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, that's really great, Purva. So are you planning to invite us in your restaurant?
Yes, ma'am, of course. I will invite everybody, principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, coordinators, and all the teachers, admin staff, everybody, all my friends.
Yeah, that's really great. And we are also equally excited to visit your restaurant. Thank you very much, Purva, for sharing your experience.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So here, this is the project for grade 4 where students are going to learn about their health and nutrition, and along with that they are also going to design their own restaurant for their healthy food. So here again, what elements, we have seen certain elements of PBL before we start with the this example. So what do you think, which elements are covered here, or which elements you can see here? Yes. So, have their teacher given them the real world problem? Is the real world problem given to them?
So they came to
Are
know
they
what
solving?
is balanced diet. Healthy foods, they were able to differentiate between healthy foods and non-healthy foods.
Yes, so
And they
they
are
will be able to.
trying to find out
Hmm.
a solution. They are trying to find out a solution that they can create a restaurant where only healthy food is served. Like not all like McDonald's, and we cannot mean specify the names of the restaurants, but all these junk foods are not served there. So like this, they are going to make a restaurant wherein the healthy food is served. So that is a, you can say, a solution they have came out with
Coming
for
up.
looking into the
Yes.
situations around.
Yes. And what do you think when the students are going to planning to set up a new restaurant? That time, what do you think? What all things they will get to learn? A fourth grade, means fourth grade children, they are thinking of planning for a restaurant. So, what do you think? What all skills they will develop, and what skill they will get to learn? What things they will get to learn?
Yeah, in future,
Yes.
maybe they will learn to develop their own business. They will learn how to handle their own business. So all these things will be developed from a very low age, and even they would know how the restaurant works, how it works, and how the management and everything takes place, and how the as a manager, how they need to manage things. So if a student has become a manager and some have become waiters, and so it's a teamwork. So teamwork is developed there. So we want answers from the audience.
Yes, Shabna ma'am, I was saying that only. Yes, it will be really great if we'll get answers from the audience.
So any other elements were developed, any other attributes were covered in this kind of a project, you can put down.
We are already writing, Dhanushree.
Okay, so we are.
Yeah,
My
yes,
earlier
Shabna ma'am.
comment was also missed out.
Oh, ma'am, actually, I cannot see the textbook. Shabna ma'am, can you please check?
So it's ma'am has written, principal ma'am, problem solving, budgeting, risk taking,
Hmm.
entrepreneurship, financial management. Yes, she has covered maximum.
Yes. Yes, ma'am has
Prajakta
covered
ma'am has written,
everything.
yeah, Prajakta ma'am has written research, importance of
Hmm.
healthy diet, problem solving. Then
Yes.
principal ma'am has written people management. Vandana ma'am has written
Yes.
collaborate, waste management, speaking skills. So they would they would get an opportunity to speak with the customers when they are going to face. Yes, very good.
Yes. Communication.
Principal ma'am has written communication,
Yes.
persuasive skills, and Deepa ma'am has written developing innovative thinking. So it's an innovative
Yes.
thing. Right? So ma'am has
Yes,
written
obviously.
creativity. So maximum points are covered. So nice answers you all have given. You all are very good audience you have got.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's move ahead. We have next class. So,
Yeah.
but in next class, we don't have a student. We have a teacher in front of us, and this is little bit different project. You know, audience, why? Because here, the project-based learning or this project is conducted in sports. will be conducted in sports, and our football coach, very enthusiastic football coach, Mr. Nilesh Patil, he has taken up this project along with his students, and he is not only interested in football, but he is very interested in developing interest for Indian games amongst the students. So let's listen from him. What is he doing? Yes, Nilesh sir, it will be it
Thank
will be
you.
great if you can explain that.
Yes, thank you, Dhanashri ma'am. Namaste ma'am and namaste everyone. I'll welcome you all the world of project-based learning today. So quickly, I'll take you all go through with what exactly what we will give to the students. So my topic is designing strategies for developing interest for traditional games in school students, like Kho. So I'm going to give a project to my grade 6 students. Regarding the Kho, like how they will come up and how we will generate more interest into our traditional game, which is not existing in all the schools nowadays. So my first and foremost point will be for the students. First, I would like to know, I will conduct a survey to know how many students are aware about the Kho. The survey is going to be conducted by us via group discussion, one-on-one discussion, or we can say sharing the thoughts. Next point will be after that students is going to visit visit schools nearby the places. Why? Because they would like to see how the Kho game exactly plays. Because in video we can see in video the game look like awesome, but in exact manner how it look like when we seen from our own eyes, and while other school students playing, they will observe the game and they will interact with those students ki why you play this game and what is the importance of this game. Next point, when they will come back after the visiting of the school, they will feel that the Kho is not much different from the other sport. Example, I'll take soccer. So in soccer, we required agility, we required stamina, we required reflexes. The same thing we required in Kho, but skills are quite different. That can be taught by a coach, and after that students will feel ki even we can play this game. Later on, I'll conduct some interviews with the national level players of our students. They will take their interviews and they will understand more. They will understand more into about the Kho, what is the importance and why nowadays we are not. I mean, the most kids are not following Kho. Later it will be then they will prepare they will understand what is the reason behind it and they will start working on it. Next, they will go. Our students will go to different schools in the locality, and they will show the demonstration of Kho. Example near our RRIS school. One school is mentioned XYZ school, and the school is not having the Kho. So our students will go there. They will show the demonstration, as well as after the demo, we will take a feedback. And we will we will involve all the students from that particular school also, and we will play with them. And the joy of feeling, and even the other school students and the management can see and they can feel the importance of this traditional sport. Later, our students will invite national level players to talk about the expert talk with the students as well as with the parents and the school management. Next, our digital team is going to create a YouTube channel to show videos made by our students. So same videos we will post to our Facebook page. So this will generate more awareness among RRIs. Like our students are focusing and they are promoting traditional sports rather than just playing other sports which are already there in the world. At the last, students is going to communicate the same thing in their classes as well. So the coaches, they will interact with the coaches during the weekend times, and the coaches are going to train them. And by this practices, students will develop and they will come up with the good ideas. Yes, we should not avoid our traditional game, rather than we should play this game. As well, I just wanted to share one uh, uh, experience with experience. So I had already started this practices with my senior grades, and from grade fifth onwards, we are already started, and we are getting a good response from the students. They are coming up with the projects. They are showing the interest in the traditional sports and other sports, like not only Kho as well as in the Kabaddi. And we can the correct word is indigenous sports, which are about to end in this world in our India, but our students are showing a good response, and they're giving good response, as well as they're putting a lot of effort to bring it up. So our students, and I'm waiting as soon as school will reopen, so we'll hit the ground and we'll play live. So I'm ending my points. Thank you, Dhanashri ma'am. Take it.
Dhanashri ma'am, I
yes.
think you lost connection.
Shabna ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Shabna ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, my presentation is not. I need to just stop my presentation once and I'll start it again. Just one minute. Yes, I'm facing problem. Internet.
If you want, I'll present, ma'am.
Sir,
Yeah, sir. Sir, can you present? It will be better because I'm facing problem.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Oh, so can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It will start now.
Yes, ma'am. Dhanashri ma'am, over to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Dhanashri ma'am.
Okay, so yes, Shabna ma'am, you can start.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, I'm so sorry, Shabna ma'am. I would like to ask audience, if you have any doubt related to this topic, please, you can unmute and you can ask me. Why traditional sports or indigenous sports are important for each and every kids nowadays? Thank you.
So, what attributes are developed, or what all things are developed during this project when the students are trying to be focused, means on traditional games? So, you can put your answers here. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am has written they are part of our culture, sir. Any other elements you can observe? Teachers, knowledge of our locality. Yes, when they are interviewing the students of other schools. Yes, pride in our culture. So, sir has asked that what attributes are being developed during this project. The project is given to grade 6 students. So, they are working upon exploring different Indian games, Indian traditional games. So, what attributes are developed students during this project? Rules and discipline, very nice points are rising up. Usha ma'am has written, Principal ma'am has written, love for sports. Correct, sir. Traditional sports allow us to excel in our own atmosphere. Yes, very well said, sir. Deepa ma'am has written, okay. Yeah. So, pride, feel. Vandana ma'am has written, traditional games played during any event or festival with lots of value. So yes, it creates a lot of joy in us that it's our traditional game, and even our parents and grandparents, they also will feel happy that our grandchildren and children, they are focused on our culture. They are not losing their love for the culture. Very nice points, right? Any other pointers? It develops love and respect towards our tradition. Yes. Knowledge about traditional games. Yes. So more it is focused to bring love towards our tradition. Thank you so much for your
So, sir, one suggestion from my side on this coming means if we whenever next sports day will be there when we have a staff event. So, can we have this traditional games for staff?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm actually already working on this. So what I thought of will keep like for students as well as for the teachers and the service staff as well. For students, we'll keep 2 days if possible, Saturday, where they will play only traditional and indigenous sports actually and games, small games like Lagori and all. So and they will enjoy as well, and they will understand the importance of our traditional games. So I'm already
Yes.
working on this. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Yes, Shabna ma'am. So, shall we move to grade 8?
Yes, Dhanashri ma'am. So our very cute and bubbly student, Priyanka. Miss Priyanka is going to explain what her she is going to share her experience during the project. Sir, can we have next slide, sir,
Oh,
for
yes, ma'am.
grade 8?
Yes.
So here the students read stories about the heroes of Indian mythology. It's a grade 8, sir. Yes. And compare the characteristics of an Indian hero to a modern day hero. They design a contemporary hero and write stories that become part of a collective book shared with an audience. So here, this is a very nice project given to as per the age level. The projects are gaining their levels in the, you can say, it's increasing. The level of the project is increasing, the difficulty level, and the means the type of the projects are changing as per the grades are moving up. So this is the grade 8 student, Miss Priyanka. The platform is yours.
Namaste and good evening everyone. I'm Priyanka from grade 8. My teacher has given us a very interesting and amazing project. She divided our class into 4 groups. Out of that, 2 groups have to read about Indian mythological stories and they have to research about the characters. So during this pandemic, it was an interesting task because everyone was free. My grandmother was there, and on the TV, a lot of serials like Mahabharata and all were coming. So we researched about Pandavas and Eklavya. The other 2 groups, they are researching about the modern heroes like Batman and Superman. After we have done our research work, we are all going to talk about, we are going to present our information to each other so that we can create our own heroes. Now I'm quite excited about it, that how will I design my contemporary hero? Will I, I want to give him integrity like Ram. I want to, give him powers like Batman. So I'm very excited. And after we have designed our own hero, we are going to revolve our stories around it. So I'm waiting for it. Thank you, ma'am.
So Priyanka, did you enjoy the project when you were working upon it?
I'm still working on it, ma'am, and I'm exploring. I'm watching videos. As I told you, I'm asking my grandmother more about it because she can give me some information from the religious text and all. So then I
Okay.
will collaborate with my friends.
Yes. Very good, Priyanka. You're well, good going. Actually, she said right that she would design a contemporary hero wherein the powers from the Ram and the power as similar like the strength like a Batman has, and all these things she wants in one hero. So all these you can say the good qualities of different heroes, like from Indian culture, from Western culture, and everywhere she wants to design. So as you can see in the picture itself, the contemporary heroes here it is shown like our policeman, our army man, doctor, nurses, and even you can take into consideration. You can give many examples which are there present around us. So over to you, audience. You can put your ideas. You can put the qualities, you can put down your attributes which you can see the skills are developed in the students working upon this project. Yes, waiting for your replies. Yes. All qualities in one hero, Deepa ma'am said. So what all attributes are developed during this project into the students? What values were developed? What values were inculcated? Waiting for your replies, or you can unmute and speak, because lot of chatting work was done. So people can unmute and speak.
So Shabna ma'am, principal ma'am is saying character building.
Yes, character building.
Character development, knowing our scriptures, culture and religious values, innovative thinking, religious knowledge students are getting, self confidence. Yes,
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 self-confidence is
innovative.
developed during the work in the
It,
project. Yes.
yeah, students are thinking innovatively. Yeah, skills for comparison. Yes, students can compare. Students can think what is good, what is bad. So that comparison, the comparison in the qualities, calmness in mind and strong with body. Yes, wonderful, Deepa ma'am. Standing up for what is right. So principal
Correction
ma'am
and
is
correct
sorting.
attitude healing.
Yes.
That's correct.
Righteousness.
We want more audience to participate into the conversation. So here the students are they come to know about the culture of the Indian and Western culture. So they can relate the things. So there are some, the things are very much different, but there is some core which is connected to each and every one. The core, you can say, situations and the qualities which are there here also and there also. So they can connect. So globalization can take place. So yes, what are the others doing? Okay, so I was reading ma'am's comment. Yeah. So you can unmute and speak, so that would be better rather than just writing in the chat box. We want our colleagues to participate in the conversation.
Yes, Shabna
Okay.
ma'am. So I guess now let's move to the next one. Now the next project is quite exciting one, which in ninth grade students they observed some problem or some challenge in library, and they have decided to design an application for the school library. So let's talk to one of the students, Miss Sonia. So I request Sonia to please explain us how you thought of this project.
Namaste everyone. Okay, am I audible? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to share my experience about this project-based learning which we have inculcated in the library, making application for library. Once we were sitting in ICT lab, our ICT teacher has taken us to library. So we were wondering why we are going to library. As we are ICT students, we have to sit in ICT lab and we have to do our practicals or we have to learn our theory in ICT. So we are wondering why my teacher is taking us to ICT lab. Then we went to ICT lab. My teacher asked me to observe the library and and tell me what is incomplete or what is not there. And we observed there are science books, there are English books, there are story books, there are many books which is available in the library. And our teacher said, please observe properly and just roam around and check what is not there. And then we went to our a sir who was a librarian, and we saw that the librarian was doing the entries in Excel or putting the entries in the register. Then we were wondering, okay, so the application is missing, the software is missing. Then we said to our ma'am, the software is missing, the application is missing. So my ma'am said that, okay, so this is a project for you all, so you have to collect all the information and you have to create a project, that is application for a library. And so this was the process which we were going. And then we went to a library, we had a word with us, we have a small interaction with us librarian. We asked each and everything how the process goes out, and he was telling that the students collects the book, and after 3 days they have to submit the book, and we have to do the entries of each and everything. We have to check whether we are getting the books, whether the students are returning the books. So then we have given them the suggestion that we can create an application for that, where we can do the
Can I,
students.
just a second. Nilesh sir, please go on mute.
One moment.
Yes, Sonia ma'am.
Yeah. So we had an interaction with a librarian, then which given us suggestion that we can create an application where we can do the entries, where we can get the data of all the books which is available in the library, and we can make it as a soft copy, and we can upload in our library applications where they can read the books like e-books, or else they can take the books, and while taking the books they can do the entries, and we can send the SMS by reminding them that they have to return the book by within 3 days or 4 days, whatever the rules and regulation may be. So by getting the certification, they can return the book, and there will be no loss of books. There are many advantages which is available in that. So this was a small interaction which we were having with the librarian sir. And then after the interaction, then ma'am told me, okay, so you got all the, you have observed everything, you have got all the list, what is required, what you have to do. So now we have to start planning and designing. So we came together, we sit together, and we have planned what are the things required. So there should be two logins, one login for the student, another login for the admin, and there should be a form for the registration where the students can register themselves. If they require the book, they have to register themselves. Then only they can get the book. And then after registration, they have to when they are collecting the books, they have to put the dates and times. So there will be different forms. So we are designing each and everything with on the paper, or we can. So after designing the things and after planning, after analyzing each and everything, then we have started a development. Then we have developed this small application in MS Access, as we have in our portion MS Access. So we have started developing the librarian application, the library-based application on the MS Access, and there finally we demonstrated in the school. So this is a small imagination project-based learning. So it is not we have to just create a project. While creating a project, there are lot many things we learn: how to interview the things, how to analyze the thing, how to observe the thing, how to design the thing. So there are many processes. So yeah, thank you so much. This is a small introduction of a PBL with a small experience. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia. It was really wonderful, and I'm really glad that you people have, came across the problem. You identified the problem, and by your own, you tried to find out the solution for it. It was really great. So yes, Deepa ma'am is already ready with her comments. I'm really happy that everybody is before I ask question, everybody is has started jotting down their points. Yes, so I'll just read. Yes, I'll read out. Just give me a minute. So as Deepa ma'am said, observation, questioning, and discussion, planning, applying. Wow, that's great. Greg sir, a big list. Problem solving, pulling up resources from available means, feeling belongingness, self-awareness, and a futuristic view. Vandana ma'am is saying ICT, graphics, decision making, reading. Principal ma'am is saying computational skills, critical thinking. Priyanka Channa ma'am, discussion, research criteria. Champa ma'am, question arise in the student's mind. Accordingly, they found the solution. Yes, so students were self-directed. The student take responsibility for learning. Yes, designing, user-friendly, good observation skill, analyzing, solution-oriented approach, creativity. Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Now
Thank you
let's
so
move
much.
towards let's move towards
Now,
our last.
before we move ahead, let us pose one question. Now, what all subjects were integrated in this particular project, or the projects which you have seen from the beginning? So, what all subjects were integrated as per the projects given to them? So, let us get some answers.
Yes, Greg sir is saying almost all subjects, ICT.
Math,
Yes,
yes. So Tara ma'am said ICT and math was integrated in this particular project. And when we were talking about COCO, the project which was given to grade 6 students, so what all subjects were present there? English, art, sports, yes. So math, science, ICT, art, languages, all the languages, EVMs, nutrition. So that is, yes, very good, related to science, English. So almost all the subjects were covered. So as per the topics given from senior KG, right from senior KG, as the topics are leading ahead. So the subjects were integrated as means 2 or 3 subjects were integrated in one particular project. So like this, we can go on with the integration also during as the projects are given to the students. So let's move ahead.
Yes,
thank
we
you,
have a
Dhananjay.
last. Yes, we have a last project now, which is done by our grade 10 students, and I'm happy we have our head girl over here, Dipti. Dipti, please explain us about your project. So as let me inform everyone that this grade 10 students are performing a project where students analyze the cause and effect of low voter turnout on democracy of the local community. So Dipti.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, Dipti. So
So,
can you please explain us?
sure, ma'am. Ma'am, the project that was given to us was to analyze the cause and effect of the low voters turnout on the democracy of the local community. So, what we did was we started with collecting the information from the local election department about how many people voted in the last elections, especially in our neighborhood, in our community. Okay, ma'am. And then what we did was we also, a group of students, all the group of students were involved. So entire class was involved.
Yeah. Can you please on your camera? Our principal ma'am wants to see you. Our bubbly and chubby child.
Ma'am, I can switch on my camera. The only thing is I'm using my mobile and it will become a little difficult for me to hold my mobile and then speak. And I'm sitting at the window. So it's quite dark.
Okay.
Extremely
It's
sorry.
okay. No problem. No problem. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So what we did is we also conducted a survey. And after the survey was conducted, we tried to understand the reason why the people were not coming out to vote in our nearby areas. And after that, what we did was we analyzed the effects of low voting in our community and especially in our neighborhood and the nearby areas. After that, what we did was towards the end of our findings, when everything was done, when we did the analysis, after the data was collected, what we did was we worked out on few solutions and strategies that would motivate the people to vote. And then after that, ma'am, still we are working on, we are trying to run an awareness campaign in not only in our locality, but also in the different localities, which will actually encourage the people to come out and vote. So this is what we did for this particular project, ma'am. It was a very good learning experience. So, and we enjoyed. Each one of us were equally engaged in this particular project. And we got to learn a lot many things about this, about our voting system, about the elections, about why people are not coming out and voting. So this was something which was very encouraging for us also. Even we tried to, if one of my friend, what she did was she asked her grandmother, what was the reason for her for not going out and vote? So the answer what she got was little disappointing. She said that, क्या फर्क पड़ता है मैं वोट करूं या ना करूं क्या फर्क पड़ता है so then the student then my classmate she tried and explained कि this is because we stay in a democracy it is very important for us for us to vote and hence after she actually tried to motivate her grandmother and then after that she said surely in the upcoming elections I will surely go and vote and you will have to take me to the election booth where my number comes. and then I'll go and vote with everyone. Like I'll also come with you all, with your parents especially. So this was a great learning experience, ma'am. So thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much, Dipti. It was wonderful explanation by you, and I guess there are, this is a very vast topic where we need the students really need to find out what is the reason behind low voter rate in many areas, and the students have done that work, or they are planning to do that work. So now, what audience are thinking about this project? So, do you think this project is relevant? So what skills are developed in students? Yes. So as Greg sir is saying, civic subject solution oriented, leadership qualities of students, knowing our own society. Yeah, students are discussing self-awareness, understanding democracy. It's understanding our rights as well as our duties. Yes, as Champa ma'am said, our rights and duties. Deepa ma'am said, yes, it was absolutely relevant. Yes, knowing our right, duties, civics, being responsible, social skills, citizenship values. Yes. So here we have discussed as many as possible the examples with you. Yes, Nisha ma'am, responsibility towards our country, to be good citizen of our country. Yes, so here we have tried to bring as many as examples in front of you. Yes, Shabna ma'am.
Dhanashri, Ashok sir said that there is one more reason of low voting is that the people, if they don't want to change the current government. So if people, they don't want to change the current government, I would like to answer this. So they would really, they should go and vote for the particular candidate they want to be stable now. Getting it? If they are not voting, and if other people are voting for the other candidate, then you will lose your government. Getting it? So,
I have seen this in debate. Even that time, PM Modi said, Narendra Modi ji said, कि low voting rate. There is one more reason behind low voting rate. It doesn't mean कि people are not coming out to vote. Sometimes it may happen कि government is going well, and that's why people are not coming to vote. I have shared. Thank you.
okay. Thank you, sir.
So our students are going to come across such situations where they'll come across this thing, that different reason why, what people think, what is their mentality behind not voting. Okay, so now I would request Sonia ma'am to just give a formula to our audience.
So this is a small formula. There's formula for project-based learning. So C stands for challenge. So first you'll get a challenge, and then P stands for plan. After getting a challenge, we have to plan according to that. And then it comes C. Then we have to collect the data according to the things which project we are going to do. And then we have to process and produce. That is, we have to develop. And then we have to finally present our output, the product which we create, or the thing which is outcoming that we have to present. So this is a small formula for project-based learning.
Thank you, Sonia ma'am. Yeah, thank you, Sonia ma'am. Now I will request Nilesh sir to inform everybody about our next upcoming event. So next slide.
Yes, ma'am. So our upcoming event is on Thursday, 8th of October 2020. It's experimental learning. Members are Usha Pujari ma'am as a leader, Nisha Mishra ma'am, Ashok Godra sir, and Malika Arjun Pandey sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Nilesh, read the topic again.
It is just a correction. It is experiential learning.
Okay, experiential learning. So date is Thursday, 8th October 2020. Now I'll request Principal Ma'am to please provide and give us feedback and your corrective points for today's presentation. That's public project-based learning. Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste, everyone. Good evening.
Congratulations to the project-based learning team led by Dhanashri and all these excellent members. It was truly an exceptional presentation where you took up various kinds of topics and different age levels or grade levels. There was a sequence which was being followed where you involved the audience not only for sharing their views on the subjects involved, but the skills generated. It also was consistently going on with the initial information which was given by Dhanashri about project-based learning, like how a problem is chosen, then how the students use different methods for solving that problem, and finally concluding the problem with a solution. It was really wonderful to see various activities which can be adopted for a particular problem. I'm sure everybody got an idea and would try not to just take up a particular project for exhibition where the students prepare some art and craft work, put up some information from a research, just present it on a chart or as a PPT. One very important thing which has been said and which is to be remembered, Dhanashri has also shown it in her initial introduction about the approach of project-based learning, is that it is continued for a long duration of time. For example, a complete semester. I have a suggestion. I was expecting that, but somehow maybe the time didn't allow or you didn't think in that direction. But anyway, the presentations happening here are just an idea. It's just a glimpse of it. The approaches are so long that there could be courses on each of these approaches. So we don't have to end our quest for learning here itself with the presentation. I'm sure the teams are free to research more whatever topics were given to them and keep sharing on the PD group so that people can self-learn as well. So the point which I was talking, which I wanted to put across is that there are examples where the teachers can get an idea how a topic is to be continued for a period of, let's say, a quarter, a semester. So how to take it forward for 4 months, 6 months. Dhanashri, I'm sure you have also attended those workshops. We have been co-learners in those workshops of project-based learning, where we have seen how the schools do a project for a very, very long time. I will search for those screenshots if I have, and I will also share in the group. You also please search for it. Usha ma'am and all of us have attended those. So it's important for teachers to understand how to design a topic, how to design a project, in what way that it goes on for a long time, because unless and until you get engaged for a long time in something like that, you don't actually imbibe the values and skills that we were talking about. It cannot be done as a 1 week project or a weekend project and expect the values to be imbibed. So this is just one thing where we should give examples of a calendar, how for a project there can be a long calendar extending over a long period of time. And I just liked everything right from the beginning till the end. You kept us all hooked on to your presentation and the way you all were sharing your thoughts. Thank you for raising the bar for everyone to follow after you. Great job, all of you. Shabnam, Sonia, Nilesh, and who else, Dhanashri? That's all?
Yeah, ma'am, we were the four. Yeah, we were the 4 members, but we got assistant from many others like Sharon ma'am, then Dipti ma'am, Priyanka Jain ma'am,
Priyanka Jain, yeah. Right.
Purva ma'am.
Yeah, that's right. So many things which you have presented to people. That is the teamwork as a team of teachers. This is some additional learning which is more important than the other things, because once this is developed, we can learn anything else. So congratulations for involving the team, a bigger team, because collaboration is the key to progress, in my opinion. I always believe कोई काम हम अगर अकेले भी कर सकते हैं एज अ स्कूल, तो भी मेरी कोशिश होती है कि हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को हमारे साथ इन्वॉल्व करें, क्योंकि कोलैबोरेशन से एक छोटा सा काम भी बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है और वो वैल्यू सिर्फ एक इंस्टीट्यूट नहीं सीखता और बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट एक साथ सीखते हैं, और वो इंस्टीट्यूट तक ही लिमिटेड नहीं होता, वो बच्चों तक जाता है. सो द सेम एनालॉजी अप्लाइज. जब आप कुछ टीचर्स कुछ कर रहे होते हैं और आप दूसरे टीचर्स को इन्वॉल्व करते हैं तो वो बहुत फैल जाती है आपकी लर्निंग, दूसरों तक भी जाती है. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू सी दैट. I also wanted to express, some of you might be busy with so many other things that you are doing. Everyone is doing a lot, but I still expect that you would गिव दिस टाइम. हम कोई भी काम करते हैं उसके पीछे डेफिनेटली कुछ रीजन होता है, एंड आई स्ट्रांगली बिलीव इन डेस्टिनी. इफ आई हैव डिसाइडेड फॉर सच एन एक्टिविटी टू हैपन, आई एम श्योर इट हैज सम रीजन फॉर इट. आप सबको भी उसका इम्पोर्टेंस या तो अभी या आने वाले वक्त में जरूर रियलाइज होगा, बट देयर डेफिनेटली इज सम रीजन फॉर वॉट एवर वी डू. सो एनीथिंग दैट इज वर्थ डूइंग वेल. अपनी पूरी मेहनत करके बहुत खुशी के साथ दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट. खुशी के साथ करिए, प्रेजेंट करिए, साथ में काम करिए. काम तो हमेशा ही रहने वाला है, सो डोंट लूज दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी. ट्राई टू मैनेज. एक पॉजिटिव अप्रोच के साथ करेंगे तो सब कुछ मैनेज होगा. और फिर भी अगर नहीं होता है, आई एम देयर विथ यू. द वाइस प्रिंसिपल इज देयर. Everybody of the school, every person in the team is there with you. So just have a positive approach. Go ahead with that. Whether it is a person taken from admin team, क्योंकि हमने कुछ admin में से भी responsibilities दी हैं, and I hope those people are here. तो चाहे वो admin में से हो, चाहे वो teaching में से हो, चाहे वो कोई भी हो, just have a positive approach. Rest everything will fall in place. I truly believe in that. Thank you, Dhanashri. Your team was an inspiration. Keep it up. It was a great show. I'm proud of all of you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So I think
We were not knowing anything about project-based learning.
Thank you,
She's
ma'am.
an expert in this, and she's working for so long on this project-based learning. So we got many things to learn from Dhanashri, ma'am. And thank you so much, Dhanashri, ma'am. And thank you, ma'am, for providing us this opportunity to work upon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dhanashri ma'am. So you had actually taught me another, topic today, which I wasn't aware, and I was a little nervous when I got my name into project-based learning. And at that time, VP ma'am has motivated me on call, and she said, "Don't worry, you will learn a different topic, and Dhanashri ma'am is going to, teach you in a proper way." She's a good leader, and so I believe that you're a good leader. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, VP ma'am, for motivating me and guiding me. So I got one more star in my career, so I learned a different topic actually today. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a nice experience actually that we are using all these days, learning something different that is going to help us in the future. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dhanashri ma'am. Thank you so much.
Dhanashri, Shabnam, Sonia.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Dhanashri ma'am, you were working from day one. So thank you so much for being a best leader, guider. Thank you so much.
No, it was not possible without all of your support. Of course, first of all, I would like to thank Principal ma'am for providing us this platform and this opportunity to present in front of everyone. And of course, Vice Principal ma'am, and she was always, keep on motivating us for doing such thing. And I would like to thank Vice Principal ma'am for one more thing, for providing me such a wonderful team that they were continuously with me, and they were supporting me in all the sense. We were, even till yesterday night also, we were taking meetings and all, and they were ready at any time to come for the meeting. That was wonderful. It was overall wonderful experience. And one more thing, whichever other members were there, to whom I asked, without thinking for a single minute, everybody was ready that yes, we are ready to do it. So thank you very, very much, everyone. Thank you.
Dhanashri ma'am, when you do good comes back to you. So you have always been so kind and compassionate teacher and a colleague, always very helpful. So definitely nobody can refuse to help you. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
You were
Thank you very
excellent.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. So, ma'am, can we stop here?
Now enjoy the rest of the day. Yes, take some rest. You all have done great. So celebrate.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All the best. All the best for everything.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.